Hello and welcome back to Hank Games Without Hank. My name is John Green. We're playing Watford in the FA Cup again because the previous encounter with Watford in the FA Cup, it was a draw. So nothing was decided. Everything is to be decided tonight, friends. Will we move on to the FA Cup to play potentially? No, not Swindon. They lost. Brentford, or will we move on in shame and have to go home? Only time will tell. Let's hope for the best. As you can see, John Green has scored 4 goals in his last 3 games. No Adebayo in Fenwa today because he was injured. More specifically, he got a red card, and he has a 3-game suspension. It was a very bad red card. I hit the X button at the exact wrong time, and I hurt the other player. I felt terrible. Anyway, today I'm going to talk about why I was a terrible high school student. This topic was suggested by Walshy, who donated to the project for awesome. Thank you, Walshy. As you can see, in great news, we don't have Akinfenwa, but we do have other John Green back, who in both size and shape does resemble Big Bird. More than any other single organism, I would argue. But he's playing. He's an elderly gentleman, 31 years old. He has a young son, JJ, with his husband, bald John Green. And I certainly don't think that other John Green is the player he once was, but he's out there, and he's still giving it a go on his recently broken leg. So that is the squad update. Why was I a terrible high school student? I don't know. I mean, I think there were a number of factors. Some of it. Oh no! Oh, wow, that was intense. But fortunately, by the skin of his teeth, Shia LaBeouf was able to hold on to the ball. That's a nice little run there. Yeah, go ahead and pass. I think some of it dates back to way before high school. To be honest with you, so I think some of it, like, you've got to go back to, like, I was also not a great student in middle school. Some of which was about social stuff, some of which was about I kind of got behind. So it wasn't. I think I was a little bit of a late developer in terms of a bunch of, like, intellectual things that you need to do well in school. Like, you've got to be a pretty good abstract thinker to do well in school, and I never was. Look at Lyle Taylor, our Montserratian international, the ball, John Green, but it doesn't work out. Like so much effort in this world, it comes to nothing. But then the golden child with a nice ball back into the box, which other John Green then takes 72 touches to get. Oh, tries to pass to his husband, but it doesn't work out. Oh, no. Oh, no. And Watford are on the break. Oh, boy. Everybody back. Okay. I was very late to abstract thinking, and I think that was part of it. That was part of what made especially math and sciences difficult for me. I couldn't... It's funny because people always say that math and science aren't abstract, but to me they are, in the sense that you have to be able to think about numbers as abstractions in order, and even, like, in chemistry you have to be able to think about bonds as abstractions in order to really be able to do chemistry. Like, most of the actual work that you're doing isn't physical, but you know what is physical? I thought that was it. Most of the actual work that you're doing isn't, with physical bonds. It's having to imagine them, and I really struggled with that going back to my younger years. I'm still not very good at that, to be honest with you. It's just not. I think the evidence is mounting that it just might not be my gift. But I haven't given up, though. I'm only 38. Oh, off the post! Wow, Watford came really. Oh no! Everything worked out better than expected. Yowzers. That was nerve-wracking in every possible way. So I think that was part of it. I also think that's a nice ball. I also think that it's funny. Like, my parents definitely wanted me to be a good student, and I was definitely told by my teachers that I was smart. So it wasn't like lack of faith from teachers or parents. But I didn't really have a lot of faith in myself as a student, and I don't really know why. I just always kind of thought that I was a bad student. I always thought that I was, like, something of a smart kid, but not a good student, and that was just going to kind of be my fate. I was weirdly resigned to it, looking back. And then my life changed a lot when I went to boarding school. I think some of it was that my friends changed. I think some of it was that at boarding school, it wasn't cool to not try. Like, at my school, if you weren't like doing any of your work, that wasn't seen as sort of, cool. It was seen as like, well, why? Why aren't you, why aren't you doing it? You're just putting yourself in a bad position. And then I think some of it was that, I finally connected to material. I started to love the books that I was reading in school. They didn't feel like cold and dead and distant to me. They didn't feel other. I mean, I remember thinking when I was in middle school and even like the first year of high school, like, oh, crap burger. Meredith, I don't like to blame you for that, but that's clearly a situation where if we just made a first half substitution and brought on a better right back, we never would have been in that position in the first place. Oh, things are a little bit dark here for the Wimbly Womblys, but the arc of history is long and it bends toward Wimbledon, so we're going to keep hope. I just remember thinking, like, I didn't get, it's halftime. I didn't get Shakespeare. I just didn't get it. Like, it just felt like excruciating to have to read that stuff. And then when I went to boarding school, that's when I started reading Toni Morrison and I don't know, William Faulkner and Zora Neale Hurston and all those writers I really, really liked. Like, I liked reading them, and it was something that I would have read for fun. I mean, I still wasn't a very good critical reader. I still don't think I was a very good, reader of metaphor, reader of symbols. But, like, my reading comprehension got way better. My writing got better. I started to learn. I mean, the other thing is that I basically got out of middle school without really learning how to write a sentence. I knew how to write a sentence in the sense of, like, I knew what a subject and a predicate was. I knew what direct objects were. But, like, I didn't really know how to write a sentence in the sense that I couldn't really write a sentence. That's good. That's good. Then open up some space for ball John Green. And then John Green cut back. Be a creative thinker. See the pass. Dang it. Golden child. Wait, Lyle Taylor on the ball. Ah, dang it. I can't lose in the FA Cup. We got to win, guys. We can do this. 60th minute. We've got a healthy other John Green. We don't have our best goal scorer out of Bialak and Fenwa, but we have a lot of things going for us, including a Montserratian international. There's the ball. It has to be, and it is. It is. Oh, I don't even know who scored. I can't stop celebrating. It's Frankenstein. He did the mash. He did the monster mash. It was a graveyard smash. I don't really know the words. I'm too excited. Frankenstein, of all people, who's a physician, not a monster. Oh, my God. He's got a beautiful, well-groomed beard, which is an underappreciated asset, it seems, in English football these days. Just the standard, well-groomed beard. I'm bringing John Green off because he's been injured so much lately. I'm bringing beer on. Excuse me. I'm still a little sick, and I tried to sing, and that's kind of what I get, I guess. I think Frankenstein, whether you like it or not, you got to stay on because we don't have any other right midfielders. Thank goodness he's durable because we literally don't have another right midfielder. I guess we'll also take off the Golden Child and bring in. So it's Beer and Reeves. So it's 1-1. The game is not won by any stretch of the imagination, but Frankenstein has opened it up and given us the opportunity that we need to go 1-0 down to 2-1 up, which is, after all, the way that we're going to win the cup. Come on, boys. Let's do it. Oh, that's a great job. Great job by Osborne. He has been one of the stars, the unsung heroes of the Wimbly Womblys this year. Because he's a center back, hasn't scored a goal this season, but he's big and strong and tough, and he has lots of heart, and he plays for the shirt. All the things I ask a Wimbly Wombly to be and do. I guess it's still something of a mystery to me why I wasn't a better student, short of just not having some skills that I needed. And I didn't have good study skills, which are, I think, incredibly important. And I think that's probably also part of the reason I wasn't a good student. The other thing is that I don't know that high school and middle school are necessarily the best ways to judge how much someone is really learning. Or at least when I went, no, not that. Anything but that. At least when I went to, it's a disaster. It's an absolute nightmare for the Wimbly Womblys. 2-1 down to Watford. Oh, no. Ah. At least when I went to high school, I just didn't... I don't know. I don't know that, like, the things that they were testing were necessarily the things that were going to be key to me having a successful life. Oh, that's a horrible foul. It's a red card. It's got to be. It's got to be. It was so late. It was so far behind. Referee's giving himself plenty of time to give the... Whoa, come on. There's no justice in this world. We have to find justice ourselves. Come on, John Green. What's the problem here? Are you giving another card? All right. Well, whatever. We've got to get a good ball into the box. Not good. It was not good. Oh, golly gee. I want to curse right now. I'm so mad. We just need an opportunity. We just need the ball back, guys. We got to go all out attacking. We got to get that ball back. You got to get... We cannot win without the ball. That's good. That's good. To ball John Green. He's a finisher, which is promising. Oh, he tried to take on too much. He tried to do it all himself. That's ball John Green's great weakness. Yeah, so I don't know. I'm sorry that I wasn't a better student in high school. I feel guilty about it, believe me. I've often thought that, you know, my teachers must look back at me and just kind of be like, what the heck? Oh, come on. They're playing keep away. That's cheap. This is very cheap playing. We just need the ball back one more time. I have a feeling that if we can just get it back. What's the problem? Were they offsides? No, come on. It's the 90th minute. Game's over. Realistically, the game is over, but I can't give up hope. It's who I am as a person. I can't believe we're going out of the FA Cup. Go, John Green. Guys, foul from behind. It's a horrible foul. Good Lord, these players. They're cheap. That's probably going to end the game, and I was going to have a breakaway. Dang it. Go. Oh. Oh, it's physically painful to be out of the FA Cup. I'm devastated. I'm sorry. We lost. Everything was for nothing. We're not going to be FA Cup champions this year. Good luck to Watford. Oh, this is how most of high school felt. Best wishes.